ahead of time. But I'm going to get 2 of my reborns ready for bed. So one of them is going to wear this really cute little pajamas. It's got like baseballs, and it's got soccer ball, football, baseball, baseball gloves, helmets, just really cute things. I'm hoping it'll fit him. And then the other one, he's like really plain. He's my plain baby, and I'm hoping this fits him because he's a bigger baby. So I'm hoping that it fits them. I'm probably gonna do the smaller one first, and then my bigger one. I have a collection. I'm gonna be doing a collection video very soon. I also wanted to update everyone who follows me. I will be having a really big surgery soon. So yeah. As of right now, it's probably going to be in like July. So I still have a few months to prepare. Even though it's almost close to the end of April. It'll be. But anyway, I'm gonna get the babies and get them ready for bed. Okay, there's one baby. Come here, big guy. Oh. Okay. So, first one we're gonna get dressed is this little guy. He is my Michael. Well, his name is Michael. He is the Gracie May by Lordly Eagles. He does have a belly plate, but I don't use it. Simply because So, yeah. This is my Gracie May by Lordly Eagles. Like I said, sorry for language or whatever. Hopefully, I don't get tagged. Okay. I'm not always prepared for things, but I'm gonna. Okay, let's see. We're going to put a onesie on him. Let's put the Winnie the Pooh onesie on him underneath the sleeper, just because. And then I'll probably put. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So, like I was saying, I have to have a life update. And like I said, I'm really sorry that I haven't been posting. I want to try and post more, but it's been really hard because I've been working a lot, and then we've had really bad storms here where I'm at, so I haven't really had a chance to really post a lot. But so I'm gonna try and do some more videos I'm gonna try and get another phone and do some videos. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Jesse. Sorry, I wasn't getting comments, but now I am. So yeah, like I said, most likely my surgery will be in July. Depending on my blood work on Tuesday, I have to go get blood work done. on Tuesday for um, to possibly to go through with the surgery. And like I said, sorry about the language. But right now, the doctor, I'm doing okay for the most part. I've been having some really bad depression spells here lately. Um, just like yesterday, I had a really major depression spell where I cried most of the day, even though it was my birthday. I cried most of the day. I did not um, pick up any of my babies. I literally I just laid in bed and cried after I got home from work, and I just, it was one of those days where I just wanted to cry. Um, the hysterectomy has definitely opened my eyes, even just the thought of it, but it's also caused my depression to kind of go up. So I've been Thanks. I've been having some really bad depression spells because of the hysterectomy, because I don't know, it's been really hard on me because like my dream has always been to be a mom. But then I've been also taking a look at it this way as, you know, maybe my story is, instead of looking at the hysterectomy as a bad thing or a scary thing, it's a way of bringing reborns and their purpose into the light, and to educate and encourage people. Yeah, it sucks. Like, I was able to conceive 3 different times, and all 3 of those pregnancies ended in a miscarriage. This last one, I think was the hardest. It really was the hardest, I think, just because I had went through a lot of the symptoms of pregnancy and stuff, where my other ones, I was more like, I didn't know until I was almost like close to a miscarriage. So it just kind of, okay, we're just gonna put other hand mittens on you. But yeah, so it's definitely been a rough road. This one's not gonna fit. This last one was I want to say was the hardest, because not only did I find out that I was pregnant, but that it was a chemical pregnancy, and that I have the tumor. This last pregnancy is honestly what ultimately led to the tumor being found, which they're thinking that's the reason why I was having all these miscarriages, and it ultimately opened up, different things. I also switched OBs, which I'm kind of glad I did, because I think honestly it would have gotten worse had I not switched OBGYNs. So yeah, it was, but hearing that I had to have the hysterectomy was really, really hard, just because my dream was to be a mom, but I realized that I can still be a mom. Maybe not to real babies, but to my reborns. And I figured, why not like kind of share my story a little bit. Um, and maybe more and more people will, that's either went through or is going through this. Because I love my reborns, and they definitely have helped in this situation. Because I have different sizes. Well, we'll have different sizes actually, because I have him, which he's newborn to 0 to 3 months, and then I have my bigger baby, which is 3 to 6. To then I have 2 more other babies. But I really don't have a whole lot of clothes for him, which I need to get more. Especially PJs, because I don't have very many PJs. A lot of my pajamas. I'm actually going to try this one on him. So that way they can kind of match. But the babies that are coming soon are all newborn size. Well, one's 0 to 3 to 3 month size. And then, but they're all girls. But yeah, so I don't know, like, I felt like this was my way of, well, I'm a Christian, so I believe this is God's way of saying, look, you're strong enough to go through this. And this was also his way of saying, look, I'm going to use you to help guide these people to understand reborns and what they are. And, because, like, I take my babies out in public all the time, especially him. And I'm not even joking you, when people ask me, oh, well, how old is your baby? And I don't just up and say, oh, well, he's a fake baby. I tell him, look, he's not real. He is a therapy doll. And then I kind of explain to them why I have him. And a lot of times people are like, oh, well, that's cool. A lot of times people judge because they don't understand. So when you educate somebody and kind of let them understand, give them kind of like an understanding, then they're more prone to not being judgmental. Sometimes you're still gonna have judgment, but it's not gonna be as bad. In my opinion, I've noticed the judgment isn't as bad when they're more educated. But at the same time, if you go out with a positive state of mind, you're gonna get positive results. I was terrified when I became a reborn mom back in 2018. And I was the first time I took my baby out, I was terrified. I did get some really negative comments, like, oh, well, you're too old to be playing with dolls and da da da. But then I learned how to educate people, which at that point, I've noticed the more I educate them, the easier it was to take the babies out. So here, little Mr. Man, he's all ready for bed. His little sleepiness, his little grumpiness. Okay, now we got big boy here, which I probably won't. I'll probably take off his take his onesie off just because he's got the chunky arm. He's got some chunky arms. So we're gonna go ahead and take his onesie off. But but I've noticed, like, when I take my babies out, and if I go out with a positive attitude, then I get more positive reactions and more positive feedback. Um, but when I first started out, like, I had no idea how cruel people were until I started taking my babies out. But again, like I said, I literally didn't take my babies out much at first because I was terrified. And then I ended up getting a real bad negative comment. And then after that, I kind of stopped taking them out for a little while. And then I just got the courage to take them back out. And now, when I leave my house outside of going to work, one of my reborns goes with me. I alternate between them. Right now, I only have two that are at my house, so I obviously switch up. Like on Tuesday, I'll be taking him. Most likely instead of him, but I'm not sure just yet because, like I said, I got a doctor's appointment, so I'm not sure which baby I'm gonna take just yet. People are very mean, and like I said, a lot of them are that way because they don't understand why we have our reborns, or our Ashton Drake babies or whatnot. So a lot of them are judgmental because they don't understand. And when you get people who don't understand things, they tend to get judgmental, or they get very snotty, or you get the stares. I would say try either Amazon or Temu or AliExpress. That's probably your best bet for that price range. I know there are some, not saying all, but I know there are some reborn artists that will work with you on payments. Like I said, sometimes Temu has some really nice quality reborns, but I will fair warn you, if you are in any reborn groups, or like a lot of times even on here, there are some really nasty people that frown upon babies from Amazon and Temu, so just be prepared for that. Because there are a lot of people who will sit there and be like, who will bash you because you have an Ashton Drake or Paradise Galleries or an Amazon or Temu baby. So just be prepared for that. But that is something like for a cheap quality, like not really high quality, but cheaper quality, I would definitely recommend either Amazon or Temu or AliExpress, because you can get decent babies for that price. Even I think I got a replica twin A on Walmart.com for like under $30. I'm not sure exactly, but I would say start there, and then I don't have any reborns from Temu. I used to, but I don't anymore, because my biggest thing is if I can't bond with the baby, I Usually either trade or sell it. But I will say sometimes you can find some amazing artists that'll work with you on payments to where you can put like $30 here, $30 there, all the way up until the baby's paid off. So, I mean, that's another option that you can try. I know Sassy's Reborn Nursery on Facebook. She is an amazing artist. She will work with you on payments. And she does an amazing job. I've had multiple babies from her. My baby Michael is actually from her. So she is a very good Reborn artist that will work with you on payments. Like there's been times where I couldn't pay the full price on the baby, and she allowed me to pay, you know, $20, $30 here and there. I just told her my situation, and that's what she did for me. So I mean, she is a really good artist to look into if you want an actual, you know, baby that's painted by an artist. Like I said, she did my Gracie May, aka Michael. This baby, I'm not sure who painted him, just because I got him secondhand from a lady on Facebook, which I no longer associate with. She blocked me. So, yeah. But I fell in love with him when I seen him. He is a sold out kit from Bountiful Baby. And then I have my Gracie May, which is also a sold out kit. But yes, Kelly Maple is a Reborn artist, but she charges a lot. Like, I used to have one of her babies, and I was wanting to get another one done, but she charges, like, for an actual Reborn, she charges over, there's some of her babies I've seen go up for, like, thousands of dollars. So, yeah. Like I said, if you're looking for a budget type payment plan artist, I would suggest Sassy's Reborn Nursery. Like I said, she is an amazing artist. She did my Gracie May, which I will show you guys him again here in a second. But this is Mr. Bodie. He is the Easton sculpt by Bountiful Baby. Like I said, I'm not sure who painted him. As of right now, I have 2 with me, and then I have an Ashton Drake coming, and 2 other Reborns coming. Hi, Tammy! So, but as of right now, I just have my 2 boys. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get an Awake baby soon, which will probably be an Ashton Drake baby. But yeah, so he is my biggest baby. As you can see, he is a very big boy. He is 23 inches, and I want to say he is roughly about 9 to 10 pounds. So he is a very big boy, very heavy boy. But yeah, I'm very bonded with him as a bigger baby. And then my little Gracie May, I am extremely bonded with him. But I will show you Gracie May here in just a second. I'm going to put him in his bed, and then I'll show you guys my Gracie May, which will probably change his pajamas, because those pajamas are too small. So I'll probably change him into his dinosaur sleeper, because I know it fits him. But again, I'm sorry about the. Um, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put him back in this. Why is that one stuck? Okay. Anyway, I have but yeah, like I just know that. Hi JMA show. My favorite color is probably, I'd say blue. Okay. So this is my Gracie May. He is, well, his name's Michael, but he's the Gracie May kit. I'm going to show you guys something really cool with him. Because I'm going to change him and then I'm going to put I'm going to show you guys something really, really cool. Alright. So this kit is really special because he actually comes with a belly plate, which to some people it's kind of crazy, but I like when he has a belly plate. He's not he's not like super cuddly with the belly plate on, but I wanted to show you guys him with the belly plate. So I'm gonna put his belly plate on. Okay, buddy. We're gonna put your little belly plate on. I'm gonna show everybody you with your little belly. Yeah, and then we're gonna put you in your. Like I said, I don't usually leave it on him, but this is a belly plate. So basically it just goes on. Goes on him. And then which I might take the cloth diaper. So I might put the cloth diaper on him for this, but I don't know. So basically it just goes on just like this. And then he's got a little belly. So he's got his little belly for like photos and stuff. Like I said, I'm actually going to switch his diaper because I really want to have his belly plate on him. So what I do is I usually just take this and just kind of turn it like this. And just a disclaimer for those who are just now joining, this is not a real baby. He is a reborn, which a reborn is a baby that is painted to, the realistic baby painted to look and feel like a real baby. So he definitely looks like a real baby. Another cool thing about this kit, which I can't show you because the magnet on his belly plate kind of came out, but he's got a little umbilical stump that was sculpted for him. But here's a better look at his little belly. With his little belly plate on. Like I said, he's not super cuddly with it, but I feel like it makes him more realistic. So sometimes I do end up having it on him. Sometimes I will have it on him, especially like if I want to do like pictures with him. I tend to leave it on him, just so that way I know I can, yeah. But yeah, so like I can just kind of like see. Majority of the time you can't really see the cloth. You just see his little belly. So some people confuses him with a silicone sometimes when I do like pictures and stuff because, but yeah, sometimes I'll just do like where he's got his like shirt, or he's just in his diaper, just chilling. Especially when it's hot. Say when it's hot, I just chill out in my diaper with my belly plate on. So some reborns, authentic reborns, will come with belly plates, depending on the sculpt. He is one of the sculpts. A lot of Laura Lee Eagles kits actually come with belly plates. So a lot of them do. So yeah, so he's just, I just chilling in a diaper and my belly. And like sometimes what I'll do is like I'll put, when he has his belly plate on, I will just kind of take and put it to where just his little belly's hanging out. See if I can. So I'll just kind of have that kind of snapped up like that. I'll just like snap it all the way up to where his belly is, and then just put his belly. He really, I call him my grumpy baby because he looks so grumpy. He's got that facial expression like he's squinting like firstborn. So that's why he's got a lot of red tint to him. Of course this outfit is like super big on him. But what I'll do, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just kind of have it where just his little belly, like kind of have it where he's like gotten so hot that his little belly's kind of just showing. To kind of make it look like he's hot. So, yeah, he is my special baby. I absolutely love this baby. I have another dream baby of mine coming. It's a little girl. She was not painted by his artist. She's also another sold out limited edition baby. that I had the opportunity to get. So, but this is what he looks like, and I like the clothes baggie. So that's no. I know that once I get my other babies here, hopefully I will be able to do a updated collection video. Because I'm not sure where my collection's gonna end up. Just because I have a few new babies coming. But I know after the hysterectomy, I won't be able to get any more babies for a while. So I'm trying to get my collection, the main babies that my dream babies before I have to have the surgery, so that way I have my full collection. So I think I'm gonna get a few Ashton Drake silicones, and then I have the 20-year celebration Emily coming. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off here just because it's getting late and I have to go to bed because I have to work tomorrow. But I will definitely make sure to keep you guys updated on my surgery and everything like that. So I will see you guys later. Bye.